Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Aaron and this is my veg patch. You're joining me on a very cold and foggy morning, and it's just a bit of a reminder really that we're still very much in the winter. Although there's a few signs of spring, we should probably calm down a little bit on what we're sowing. I've got a lot of tomato plants in the house. Some of them are about this big now, and I'm starting to worry that I'm not going to have enough room. Talking about the tomato plants, some of you remember from the last video that I tried putting one in here, and it's actually looking pretty strong. It's not even wilted now, and it's a bit of a colder morning, and it's got me thinking I might trial putting a few more out here. I've sown sort of 2 of each plant, so I mean if I lose a few, I've got too many anyway. So I might put 1 of each in here and actually trial it and see which ones come out the strongest out of the ones that have been sat out here until they go out in May, and the ones that have just like been mollycoddled and kept in the house. These seedlings are also doing not too. Oh no! I've just pulled one of my onions out, picking this pot up. You didn't see that. I'll pop that back in. It happens. Stuff happens. Don't worry about it. Yeah, the seedlings are doing all right. There's a couple that have died off, but you know, a few of them have started to get their true leaves and stuff now. So I think they actually get a lot more natural light in here. In here, the sun comes up over that side and sets over that side. I don't have any south-facing windows particularly, so they get what they get. I've got some grow lights that help, but they're not like strong enough to independently help them grow. I just wanted to sort of start the video actually by saying thank you for some of the feedback that I had on the last video. It was really nice to have a few comments in there that were just sort of saying that they were enjoying the video and that they were looking forward to seeing what I get up to this year. And it's, you know, it's a real nice sort of driving force to get me out here and get me filming and not just pottering around and doing my own thing. So I just thought I'd lead a bit of an open discussion in the comment section. I'm really excited about building the polytunnel and having that extra growing space to grow some nice warm climate plants. So last year, if you was watching me last year, I had this tiny little polytunnel. I don't know if you can see it just over there, to grow my tomato plants in. So I had to top them quite early, and I only got sort of, you know, well, what it would allow, sort of 2 foot tall tomato plants. So I'm looking forward to being able to sort of double and triple that harvest. So my question to you viewers at home is, what are you looking forward to this growing season? I'm really interested to see what you guys are excited for and what you've got going in your own gardens. So if you comment down below what you're excited for this year, I will be replying to every single comment. Obviously, I'm not inundated with them at this point, so I've got more than enough time to reply to you, have a chat with each other. It's a nice little community, the growing community, so there's lots of lovely people and we all do get excited about each other's successes. So yep, comment down below, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys have got going this year and what you're excited for. What I wanted to do today was, I've got some lemon trees that I planted from seed about 2 years ago, literally just from a lemon that I was eating at my lunch break, just to squeeze over my salad. I cut it in half and I just skimmed the side of a couple of the seeds, and I heard that if you shear the edge off of a lemon seed, it finds it easier to germinate because it's got quite that hard shell. So I wrapped them up in some kitchen roll and just put them in a bag, and they germinated. So I planted them, and now they're lemon trees about this big, but the pots they're in are only about half full because I just chucked them in sort of a half full pot, and it was just normal compost, and they have done all right. But I've got some citrus compost this time, and I've got things like vermiculite and stuff like that that's really going to help them on, and I've been putting it off. So I want to get that done today before we get into the growing season and just give those roots a chance to settle in. So let's go outside and get that job done. So these are my lovely lemon trees that I grew from seed. I'm quite proud of them. As you can see, I've sort of half filled the pots, so I'm going to get them out of this rubbish compost. It was some like really cheap compost from B&Q, and it wasn't very good. It was very woody, although the trees seem to have done okay, so they liked it at least. I'm just going to make up a bit of a potting mix for them to go in. So I've got some purpose-made citrus compost. Just open that up, put that down there. I'm going to put that in the wheelbarrow. I'm not going to have enough there to fill up those pots, so I'm going to add in a bit of the Silver Grow. It's fairly neutral and woody, and sort of a similar texture looking at it as well, so I think that'll work just fine, topping that up with a bit of this. I've been using it for my seedlings mainly because it's, you know, not the highest in nutrients, but it's really neutral and really light, and they promotes root growth, and they like it. So I think it should do similar job for the citrus plants, really. I'm going to add in a bit of vermiculite. It's not popcorn. It's in a popcorn tub, but it's definitely not popcorn. It was just a handy tub that I had that happened to fit all of the vermiculite in that I had. Oh, there's a robin over there having a little munch on the bird feeder. Yeah, so I'm going to add a few handfuls of that in. A bit more. I think that'll be enough. Put that out of the way. Show you what it's looking like when I've mixed it up a bit. Oh. Whoa. Okay, so that's all mixed up. I'll show you quickly what it looks like. So it's a nice light crumbly mix, which apparently they like. They don't like sticky heavy soil, so that should be good. Right, so at this point in the video my audio decided to cut out. I know I'm quite frustrated about it myself, to be honest, but what can you do? Everyone has their technical issues sometimes, I guess. Basically, what I was explaining at this point was that I'd recently watched an episode of Gardener's World. I know, such an old man thing to do, but I do watch it and I do enjoy it. I went into a little bit about the fact that I had watched a recent episode with Monty Don, the legend himself, and he was potting on some citrus trees, and what he did was remove all of the soil from outside the roots. So that's what I did, and started looking. I did find that actually the compost in these pots was very dry, and they might have been a little too airy. The roots didn't look as healthy as I would have hoped for the size of the plant. So I'm hoping now, repotting them, that they are going to do much better, and like I said earlier, sort of get those roots gripped in and in a lot more better shape, ready for the growing season ahead. But, you know, I've done the right thing, I've potted them on, I guess we'll just have to see how they go. I am going to keep them inside the house for now, probably bring them out around May time. Last year I did keep them in the polytunnel. Well, not polytunnel. It was in the bus shed. You know, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself now. They're in the bus shed, and they didn't really like it. They actually preferred being outside, which was strange. I guess it was strange. But yeah, they much preferred being outside. So I'll probably take them outside and leave them out there to do their thing. But who knows? This time next year they could be twice the size, and if I'm really lucky, maybe a few lemons. I actually can't believe I did that. I tend to film in sort of one go, and it's a bit of a schoolboy error. I mean, I won't beat myself up too much about it because I can't tell you how many times I've seen a YouTube video where someone, you know, who's been doing it for years has done exactly the same thing. So you live and learn. I think in future I'll probably record in smaller segments, but yeah, I am quite gutted because it was set to be quite a nice little video. I had a few little sort of bit of a heart to heart out there. I was just talking about filming in general, and how when I first started it used to make me really nervous, and that the garden overlooks a few other houses and I would just be paranoid. Sometimes you'll see me looking around anyway because I hear other people moving around and stuff. But just, yeah, as cliche as it is, the haters are gonna hate. And if you enjoy doing what you do and you want to film it and share it with other people, do it. Don't worry about what other people say. And if you are passionate about something, checking the sounds on, if you are passionate about something and you're sharing it with other people that enjoy watching you and share that passion, then only good can come from that. So don't be deterred by what your friends might say or what other people in town might say. I mean, with YouTube anyway, just don't share it on your personal social media page. Make a page specifically targeted towards the people that you want to share with. When I first started YouTube, I would share it on my own personal Facebook, and you would see more views, but the screen time would be way lower, and it's just people being nosy. Monica made a fair point at that time when I said about that, and just sort of said, you know, if you feel like that, like you're being judged on your own page, maybe you should look at who your friends are on social media. And she's absolutely right. So I just don't share any of that stuff on there anymore. And you know what's happened? I've got a much better quality of viewer. So thank you guys for watching. I'm really excited to hear in the comments below about what you're excited to get going this year and what you've got going in your garden. So please comment down below and I will get back to you. I will reply to every single comment, like I said at the beginning of the video. Apologies if you did see my butt crack at any point in the video. I've lost a bit of weight recently and I haven't got a belt yet, so I need to get a new belt so I don't keep flashing you guys my bum in the video. Unless you like it, and then you're welcome. Anyway, I will see you guys soon, and thank you for watching. Have a great growing season and take care.